great effort, great toughness, and discipline, and all the while maintaining your composure for 4 quarters. And so sustaining those kind of intangibles and maintaining your composure when sometimes the game gets a little chaotic, as they all do. They all do. And so that's something, you know, we'll see if we've shown any improvement in that area.
Derek, you were really showing a lot of fire with the running backs while the media was open. Is there any particular reason why? Is it because they should be making more progress than where they are right now?
No, I show a lot of fire in a lot of areas. Y'all just happened to catch me because that was the one period you guys were out there. So I wasn't doing anything different than I normally do. But just trying to emphasize some of the basic fundamentals. And sometimes we never play to our abilities because we neglect some of the fundamentals. Right, Derek? Talking about you too.
Devin had the ball in his hand.
We want to just, you know, have talent. But if you don't play with fundamentals, the talent can't show.
Devin was carrying the ball around their practices, even when he was in downtime. I mean, is that something you were encouraged to do, or is that something?
No, we started that last week when he came back. I've done that with Devin since the day he got back. So it's just teaching ball security, the importance of it. You know, he doesn't carry the ball a lot, so we got to create ways for him to carry the ball. So he carries the ball for 2 hours out here, 2 hours, and anybody can hit it at any time. And if the ball comes out, he has a little reminder.
Getting Jordan Williams involved in the defensive line, it seemed like it was a special package maybe for him, pass rush. What?
Well, it was integrating him into the game, you know. And y'all were wondering why we were playing the guy. He got a sack, so I was glad to see that. But we need more D linemen, and you know, anytime you start a new guy in, you try not to overwhelm him. So you keep his package tight, and then you try to grow each week.
How much more is he capable of as you go along? You know you're trying to find that out. What do you like about his skill set?
Well, he's got a great motor. He's got very good twitch. Those 2 qualities right there are as important as you can have at a defensive line. Twitch to get off blocks and motor, effort. And, you know, it sounds easier than said than done, but he's got that. And he's got good stature, so that's a good starting point. Who? Well, DeAnthony's a talented guy. You know, his transition, he's got real good transitions, he's got good ball skills, he's got a good feel for the game. But of course, his biggest thing right now is playing fast without the ball, and that's something that all freshmen really struggle with. Is learning to play fast without the ball. He's still working on it. You know, we're practicing them. They're getting a lot of development. We hadn't ruled that out, so time will tell on that. Well, there are 11 big physical guys. That's what. Really big in the front, hard to move. They hit you and it hurts because they weigh a lot and they're explosive. And they have very aggressive safeties that are active in the run, active on the ball. So they just have, it's good team defense, good coaching, good scheme. So it's going to be, we got our work cut out. Well, they've given up 1 touchdown in 3 games. 1 touchdown in 3 games.
Mark Riggs said that Tyler Brady's the best quarterback in the SEC. Your reaction to that?
Time will tell who the best quarterback in the SEC is. I think those statements shouldn't be made until the end of the year, and we'll find out. You know, so you know, it's fair to say statistically, he's performed the best over the last 4 games. Probably that's a fair comment, but time will tell.
It's fair to say you like where he is right now.
I do. Yeah, I have 0 complaints. Never as good as we want it to be, but he's played well, and now let's see how he can play against Georgia.
Are you more impressed that he's hit 68.5% of his passes, or that his touchdown-to-interception ratio is 14-2?
Well, I like the touchdown-to-interception ratio the best because the quicker, you know, before you learn how to win a game, you got to not lose it, and the quickest way to lose a game is to throw it to the other guy. So he's done pretty good at that so far. And then, of course, the accuracy is reflective in our 3rd down percentage. It really is. That's a key. So I hope he can continue the way he's going, and we'll see.
Derek, it seems like he's taken on more of a leadership role. Are you sort of seeing that out of him?
In his way, yeah. I think that comes with performance. You know, the more guys perform, the better they perform, the more apt they are to take a little more command of the team.
Yeah, how much easier is it maybe for him to start to embrace that leadership role when he's playing at such a high level?
Well, what it does when you play well, you automatically earn the respect of some others on the team. So naturally, people are going to listen to you a little bit more. And I hope Tyler realizes how important the other 10 guys are for his performance, and therefore, when they're not getting it right, let's take a little ownership in getting it right.
It was this game a year ago where you sort of threw him in the second half and he started to begin working him in.
Yeah, had a nice drive down, put a nice drive together. This was really the first since the opener, I think.
Yeah.
And he showed some things. And then he showed a little bit more. I think we played Bama, and then, of course, South Carolina. That was the next one. So, he's at least been out there against the Red Helmets.
How pleased are you, though, with the progress he's made, I guess, in about a calendar year?
I'm extremely pleased. It's hard to look at his numbers and say, how can it's hard to be disappointed in what he's doing. But I don't want to get too excited. I just want to measure us week to week. We're doing good. Here's some things we need to work on. Let's see how we perform this week. And then at the end of the year, we'll look back and say, we had a bad team, we had a pretty good team, we had a really good team. Or he didn't play very well, he played good, or he played great. We'll see.
How impressed are you with Quimby Gathers or nose tackle?
Well, he's enormous, and he doesn't need any moves because his main move is to lift the center up and throw him into the quarterback. And when you're that big and powerful, that's a hard technique to defend.
They line him up over the center every snap?
Most of them, he's on there. He's working them pretty good.